She arrived with calm eyes, a posture of quiet strength, and a past the school knew nothing about. But the bully who attacked her, the one who ruled the halls with fear, never expected what she would do next. Her response didn't just silence a room. It changed an entire school. Before this story begins, remember, real strength isn't about fighting back. It's about knowing when to rise above. If you believe that, hit like, and let's begin. Hamilton High was famous for two things: its achievements and its chaos. The previous director quit after only 3 months. Students were wild, teachers were exhausted, and discipline no longer existed. So when the new director arrived, whispers filled the halls. Who's she? She looks too calm for this place. She won't last a week. Her name was Dr. Evelyn Carter, smart, soft-spoken, elegant, a black woman who carried herself with unshakable confidence. She didn't walk like someone who wanted respect. She walked like someone who had already earned it. But the students didn't care, especially Liam, the school's most feared bully. He made teachers cry. He made students transfer. He made rules bend. And he did not like outsiders. Dr. Evelyn was walking through the hallway, observing the environment quietly, when she saw a boy pushing a freshman into the lockers. "Not again," teachers whispered. "That's Liam. She better walk away." But she didn't. She stepped forward, her voice calm, steady, gentle. "Young man, what's your name?" Liam smirked. "You don't need to know my name." Students gasped. This was going to get ugly. But she simply replied, "All right, I'll learn it anyway." Liam stepped closer, towering over her. "You're new here. Don't act like you're in charge." "That's where you're mistaken," she said softly. "I don't act, I do." The hallway went silent. Liam's pride cracked. No one ever talked to him like that. He shoved a chair, blocked her path, and hissed, "You should leave this school before I make you." But she didn't move. She looked into his angry eyes and saw something deeper: pain, fear, conflict. Still, she held her ground. "Violence doesn't intimidate me," she said. "It only tells me you're hurting." Liam snapped. "You don't know anything about me." And then he pushed her, hard. Students gasped. Teachers froze. Phones came out. This was going viral. Dr. Evelyn stumbled, but didn't fall. She straightened her coat, lifted her chin, and said nothing. That silence hit harder than any punch. Liam shoved her. She didn't fight back? What kind of director is she? Teachers panicked. Should we suspend him? Should we call the police? What is she waiting for? But Evelyn remained calm. She's too soft, they said. She won't survive this school. And then came the moment that changed everything. The next morning, she called a school-wide assembly. Students thought she'd fire Liam. Teachers thought she'd expel him. Instead, she walked onto the stage with a single file in her hand. Her voice echoed, calm, powerful, commanding. "Yesterday, a student pushed me. Not because he's strong, but because he's hurting." Students looked at Liam. This was humiliation, or so they thought. But Evelyn continued, "I have reviewed this student's history." She opened the file. His father left. His mother works double shifts. He takes care of a little brother. He has no support, no guidance, no voice. The auditorium fell silent. Liam's fists tightened. His jaw shook. His eyes filled with anger and confusion. Why wasn't she destroying him? Why wasn't she fighting back? Evelyn looked directly at him. "Liam," she said gently, "hurting others won't heal you. But I'm not giving up on you. Not today. Not ever." The crowd gasped. This was not punishment. This was something far more powerful: understanding. Liam stood, his face red. Everyone waited for him to explode. Instead, he whispered, "Why are you defending me?" Evelyn stepped down from the stage, walked right to him, and said, "Because someone once saved me, when I didn't deserve it." His mouth fell open. His anger cracked. His armor shattered. The auditorium went dead silent. Yesterday, the school saw something it had never seen. A bully attacked the new director, but instead of breaking down, Dr. Evelyn Carter rose higher, and the moment she walked out of that hallway, everyone realized, this woman is not ordinary. But what came next? No one was ready for it. Not even Liam. Leadership isn't about power. It's about transforming lives. If you believe that, so the message reaches more people. Liam sat in the principal's office, arms crossed, pretending he didn't care. But Dr. Evelyn Carter stood calmly beside him. No anger. No revenge. Just understanding. "Liam," she said softly, "why did you push me yesterday?" He smirked, his usual shield. "Because you're just another director who thinks she can fix everything." But Evelyn wasn't fooled. Behind his bravado, she saw fear, loneliness, pain. "Who hurt you?" she asked. For the first time, Liam's eyes flickered, just for a second, but she saw it. He swallowed hard, looking away. "Don't pretend like you know anything about me." Evelyn didn't step back. She stepped closer. "I don't pretend," she said. "I listen." And that single line hit Liam harder than any punishment ever had. The principal sighed. "I think suspension is necessary." But Evelyn raised a hand. "No, not yet. Not until I speak to his father." Liam's eyes widened. "No, don't call him—" Too late. That reaction told her everything. When his father arrived, the air shifted. A strict man. Sharp eyes. Zero softness. "What did he do now?" he snapped. Liam flinched. Evelyn caught it. She took a deep breath. "Your son is hurting," she said. "And he needs support, not fear." His father scoffed. "What he needs is discipline." Liam's breathing tightened. Evelyn noticed his hands shake. She stepped between them. "Discipline doesn't come from shouting," she said firmly, "and strength doesn't come from fear." For a moment, the father had no words. Not because she was loud, but because she was right. Evelyn created something new, the Courage Circle, a safe space program for troubled students. She invited Liam. He refused, then refused again. But on the third day, he showed up, sat in the corner, silent, arms folded. The other students talked about their pain. Bullying, pressure, broken homes. For the first time, Liam realized he wasn't alone. Evelyn guided them gently. At the end, she asked, "Liam, would you like to share something?" He shook his head. But then, his voice cracked. I don't want to be like him." The room froze. He had never said those words aloud. Evelyn walked over and placed a hand on the chair beside him. Close enough to comfort, far enough to respect. "You don't have to be," she whispered. And Liam finally cried. Not because he was weak, but because someone finally cared. 1 week later, during assembly, students packed the hall, buzzing with rumors. Did Liam really apologize? "I heard he's helping younger kids now." No way, he changed that fast. Then Evelyn walked on stage. She called one student forward. "Liam." Gasps echoed through the hall. But he wasn't the bully anymore. His posture was different. His expression calm. He took the microphone and said the words no one in the school expected. "I hurt people because I was hurting. But Dr. Carter, she didn't give up on me. So I won't give up on myself." Silence. Shocking silence. Then, the entire hall erupted into applause. Wild, thunderous, honest. For the first time in his life, Liam felt seen. And Evelyn? She smiled. Not because she won, but because he did. After assembly, a small girl approached Evelyn. "Director Carter, how did you change him?" Evelyn knelt with a gentle smile. "I didn't change him. I just reminded him of who he could become." Liam stood nearby, hearing every word. His eyes softened. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into a new chapter. Liam helped younger students. Grades improved. He even apologized to those he had hurt. And whenever people asked, "How did this happen?" everyone had the same answer. Because one woman refused to fight hate with hate and chose compassion instead. Dr. Evelyn Carter didn't just shock the school, she rebuilt it. One heart, one voice, one life at a time.